What is going on, everyone? It's Super here and welcome to another Injustice video. And I know you might be confused here because of the Mortal Kombat video in the background, but this is some Sub-Zero gameplay that I've uploaded before. I just wanted to talk over that to do this little breakdown because I don't like using like the trailer at the same time, because I don't do it like normal people would do it, like with XSplit and pausing it right when you're watching the the trailer to break it down. I like doing it. I like writing my notes and then show you guys what I'm talking about, the little clip, when I'm talking about it. You know what I mean? So I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope that's okay. But here we go. We're here to break down Sub-Zero. By the way, just want to say thank you guys for all the support on the reaction video yesterday. It was awesome. I was really happy with the way Sub-Zero looks. So if you guys do enjoy the content, leave a like rating on this video. I'd really appreciate it. So here we go. I'm gonna go in order pretty much just from the start of the trailer to the end. And of course, I'm gonna be talking about, combo strings and numbers if you guys are new and don't know what the hell I'm talking about. The like 1, 2, 3, 4 stuff like that is just a, general, I guess, I should say universal term for the face buttons for the controller. I'll put the chart up on the screen somewhere around here. So let's get started. So the first clip right off the bat, we get Cryomancer Sub-Zero's 111. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh my god, yes, he's gonna be a mix of all three variations of MKX. And as you guys saw right here in the gameplay that I just playing in the background, I actually did the 111 string. I did the Ice Burst, which is the next move that Sub-Zero does. And interestingly enough, if you spin the bar of meter, which it looks like if you spin the bar of meter and you do the Ice Burst, instead of launching the opponent like it is in Mortal Kombat X, it actually becomes a tackle. So I'm assuming that's a way to make your Ice Burst safe. Moving on to the next clip, we have Sub-Zero doing his famous Icy Slide. And during this clip, Sub-Zero actually does the meter burn version of the Ice Slide, which is pretty much like the same animation. And by the way, like, they definitely made Sub-Zero like a legacy character coming from Mortal Kombat X. So a lot of his animations on his combo strings and his move look exactly the same as MKX. Same thing with the, Ice Slide, the meter burn version. It side switches and it causes a little bit more damage. I'm sure one of the gear moves is probably going to be what Unbreakable Sub-Zero had, in which if you do the meter burn version of the slide, when your aura is on, it actually freezes your opponent in midair. Now, I don't know if the ice aura is actually going to be in the game, but I'm sure like one of the gear abilities is going to be like if you hit someone with the EX Ice Slide, you're going to freeze them in midair, something crazy like that. Moving on, we get to see Sub-Zero shoot out his Ice Ball and his Meter Burn Ice Ball. Now, I'm 100% confident, same thing like in MKX, if your opponent shoots out his projectile at the same time you shoot out your Meter Burn Ice Ball, your Meter Burn Ice Ball will actually eat up that projectile and continue going towards your opponent. Let's see what's next here. So we get another Cryomancer combo string, which is forward 1, 2, 2. It is a meterless launcher that leads in MKX. It was like his most damaging meterless launcher and his most damaging combo extender other than back 1, 2, which I actually did not see at any point in this trailer. But it was very popular amongst Cryomancer players to, extend the combo with forward 1, 2, 2. And we get to see that the command grab for Sub-Zero is back. Now, this command grab was only available in Cryomancer. It was very powerful. It was very fast, and it looks like it works the same way, excluding the cancellation at the end into a special move. Now, in Mortal Kombat X, if you actually hit someone with this command grab, you could cancel the command grab into one of your special moves, and that was like the unique thing about Sub-Zero's command grab. It would only do about 5% damage, but the thing is, you could cancel it into any of your special moves. So you would cancel it into your Meter Burn Ice Ball, you would cancel it into your EX Hammer to give you a pop-up for a combo, you would cancel it into, many different things in order to either continue your combo or put your opponent in like a mix-up situation. So it looks like that's back, but I'm not sure about canceling it into other special moves. I'm pretty sure they are going to do that, but maybe they just didn't show it in this specific trailer. Moving on, we got to see a couple other combo strings that Sub-Zero has. Back 3-3, down 4. If you guys didn't play, I know that I keep saying if you guys never played MKX, but I know that I've gotten a lot of new subscribers that, you know, Injustice is their first fighting game. That's why I'm trying to explain, you know, to them if they never played MKX. I gotta stop saying that. But we get to see Sub-Zero's back 3-3, down 4. Which back 3-3 you could actually cancel it into one of Sub-Zero's special moves. So I'm assuming it's going to work the same way. And interestingly enough, the command grab was very strong with his back 3-3 string, because the first part of the back 3, so if you just do back 3 into command grab and your opponent's blocking, the command grab will actually connect on block unless your opponent jumps out of it or backdashes or does a special move. So I really hope they keep that tick throw in there. We get to see the forward 4-3 1+2 string, which is pretty much 2 kicks into a grab that side switches the opponent. It's a nice little combo ender for Sub-Zero. You don't need to end it in the like specific grab with the string. You could actually do forward 4-3 into command grab. So I'm guessing all his combos are going to work exactly the same way. So now we're getting to the interesting things, like the different things that we get to see that are probably going to be gear moves. So the first thing is a UMK3 style ice puddle. Now when Sub-Zero actually shoots down the ice puddle, it travels forward a little bit, and I'm assuming it's going to be a low. And if your opponent gets touched by this ice without blocking, his feet are going to be frozen, stuck to the ground, causing, you know, you to run in, do a combo, etc. In this specific demonstration, they actually had Sub-Zero do a back 3, which caused a stage transition. So I'm pretty sure that's definitely going to be a gear move. I'll be surprised if they have that as one of his base tools. Moving on, we actually get to see one of my favorite parts of the entire trailer, which is a couple of Noob Saibot type clone moves. Now, if you guys never played MK9, there's this character called Noob Saibot, and you know he's been around for a while. He's pretty much the original Sub-Zero, and Noob Saibot has these clones that he shoots out. One of them is actually identical to the Ice Slide that Sub-Zero does, like where he sends an ice clone sliding on the ground. Noob Saibot has something exactly like that, and it's very, very cool because you could tell that they reference multiple Noob Saibot things, and it's something that I really loved in the trailer. So we get to see an aerial dive kick ice clone that Sub-Zero shoots down, and then we get to see the one where he sends ice clone out while the ice clone is sliding. Those are, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be you know, gear ability moves, but I'm definitely going to be using those, man. I'm looking forward to hopefully making Sub-Zero look like Noob Saibot as well while putting those moves on. It's going to look pretty fucking cool. Now let's talk about the main thing for Sub-Zero players, especially in MKX, because the most popular variation in MKX was definitely Grandmaster Sub-Zero, which was the only variation that had the ice clone available to him, and it's a very, very good tool. In every iteration where the ice clone has been a part of Sub-Zero's tool set, it's been very, very good. More so in other games, like Mortal Kombat 9 had a way better ice clone than MKX, but it looks like they're taking inspiration from MKX. And the ice clone looks like it works identical, excluding a very interesting part in which we saw Sub-Zero do a meter burn version aerial ice clone, and he had 2 of them on the screen at the same time. Now, I don't know if this is going to be gear related or it's just going to be a meter burn version of the ice clone in which Sub-Zero could call it anywhere on the screen. Now, normally the ice clone is just called where Sub-Zero is standing, but in previous iterations of Mortal Kombat, there's been times where Sub-Zero could call it while he's crouching, and the Ice Clone will take the whatever position Sub-Zero was at when he called the Ice Clone. So he could do it in the air. In MK9, I believe he could do it in the air, and he could do it anywhere on the screen. So I don't know if they're actually going to give him that for his base moveset for a bar of meter, but it's going to be very interesting to see. And if they do, it's going to be really strong because, like I mentioned, the Ice Clone is such a powerful tool, not only on defense, but also on offense. You know, if you grab your opponent into an Ice Clone, he actually freezes and you have enough time to like get up and do an extended combo, especially in the corner. Some of the traps that you could make your opponent like have to guess between overhead, low, grab, you know, it's just a very powerful tool. And I don't know if the Ice Clone is actually going to be Sub-Zero's trait. If it is, it's cool. That's what a lot of people, including myself, are expecting, that the Ice Clone is actually going to be Sub-Zero's trait. So we're going to have to wait and see on that, but Ice Clone, you could throw it, pretty much works identical to MKX Ice Clone, excluding the meter burn version, in which it looks like you could call it anywhere, you know, in the air, on the ground, etc. So I'm looking forward to, you know, learning more about the Ice Clone. Now, the last clip that we're going to see here is another one of my favorite parts in the trailer because it's just like such an extended combo, it's crazy. First, we get to see that the overhead aerial like ice hammer is back. Now, I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be a gear move. I don't think that they're going to give him the aerial hammer, at least the meter burn version, which we see the aerial hammer, it hits the opponent, Sub-Zero meter burns it, causing him to, you know, swing a downwards hammer, launches the opponent, and then he does his Crownmancer overhead hammer, in which it looks like he doesn't spend the bar of meter. So this is something that I was thinking, at least. So if the Ice Clone is Sub-Zero's trait, maybe one of the gear abilities that you're going to be able to give Sub-Zero, instead of having the Ice Clone be the trait, you have this Ice Hammer, this Crownmancer Ice Hammer as his trait, and you don't need to spend the bar of meter to launch your opponent for damage. You know what I mean? Maybe that could be like a gear move that takes up 2 slots and becomes Sub-Zero's new trait. That's just what I was thinking, because if it launched the opponent without spending a bar of meter, I doubt that that's going to be part of his regular tool set, because, you know, he already has like a ton of ways to launch your opponent. So if they give him that extra thing, I really don't see that happening, to be honest. But we do get to see like a huge extended combo. It looks really cool. And the final thing in the trailer is his super, which it looks like is going to be a low, which is always good because I'm sure Sub-Zero is going to have like mix-ups for days. So his super is a low, and it goes into an amazing animation ending in the spine rip, the head rip fatality on the camera guy. The perfect way to end it for Sub-Zero, because it's his iconic fatality. Forward down, forward 2. We'll always know that fatality from way back in the day. So that is going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys subscribed if you are not already. Also, check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.